What up, peeps? Figured I'd give my webcam a rest and give my HD camera a reason to exist. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with this video is I'm gonna make another combination video. I'm gonna show you a real quick comic book haul. Not very much to show off. There was a very light week last week. And I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the Netflix Daredevil TV series. Kinda funny to call it a TV series when it never actually aired on TV. So, anyway, what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go ahead and show off my comic book haul. For the day, when did I... Should have came prepared. May 10th. Mother's Day, in fact. May 10th is when I picked these up. It was a Sunday, Mother's Day. And like I said, it was a very light week. And so light that I got most of these in one shot. I went to Dragon Board, like I always do, in Uptown Whittier. I'm going to start leaving the links to the Facebook in the description so you can check them out. And I only got one comic from Uptown Comics in, Undercity Comics in Uptown Whittier. I only got one comic. It was so light. I'm gonna show off only what I got. My sister already took hers. They're in her room. She filed them. She only got 3. One was a Superman. One was a Justice League. And the other was the Wolverines, you know, the weekly series. So, let me just go ahead and show off what I got. And, you know, got some really cool stuff. Despite not having a whole lot of stuff, I got some really cool stuff. And another funny thing is, I feel kind of bummed when I don't get much from the comic store. But I really shouldn't, because I have a huge stack of shit I still gotta read, you know? Including this one that I'm about to show off, this series. We got, I was gonna say episode, issue 18 of The Punisher, really cool covers there. And somewhere, this is a map, the background in here is a map, and somewhere they show the city of Whittier, which is pretty funny. But yeah, we got issue number 18. I still, despite this being my favorite character, my favorite comic book character, I still have not started this series, and I really want to, but I feel I'm almost worried that I'm gonna catch up to him real quickly, and I'm gonna get sad because I want to read more. But I know that's a bunch of bullshit because, I mean, this issue number 18, and I still have back issues of Punisher from, you know, the 90s series that I can read. So, I don't know why I'm procrastinating. Punisher has always been my favorite character, and I really should buckle down and start reading this new series. And then go backwards and read some of the back issues that I have. And the good thing with Punisher is I know that there's a lot of standalone issues. There's obviously story arcs that continue on, but there are a lot of issues where it's just a standalone. You don't have to worry about reading the past issues of the Punisher. I'm not gonna lie, I have a toothache. So, next is issue 7 of Spider-Woman. This is yet another series that I have not began reading, but I hear is great, and I need to check it out. And I really dig this cover. I almost wonder if this is a variant. I have to look into that. I'm not sure if this is a variant or the actual issue. The reason why I question whether or not it's a variant is because, I don't know, to me it has a very retro style to it. It looks very similar to a comic that would come out in the 80s or maybe the 90s. You know, kind of like you got the popping heads here and the main character. And this is also called, well, it says Versus. So apparently she's about to fight all these guys. You got Seigneur Sweater, Cyclone, Mauler, Big Leo, Goldbug, and Kangaroo. and she's over here saying 6-on-1, not bad odds. So apparently she's ready to kick ass. And I dig that about this series. I really gotta, get on this series because I want to see more powerful females kicking ass in comics. And that, sometimes females don't always kick a lot of ass on screen. But in the comic world, we definitely get some kick-ass females, and I liked it. I like this cover because, again, I like the retro style, but it also shows how confident she is. Probably a little cocky as well. So, Spider-Woman number 7. 7? 7. There you go. Next is, I don't collect this comic. I would like to, but so far on that I know I'm not going to find every past issue. So I'm kind of hoping maybe I'll find the trade books or, I don't know, somehow be able to catch up. But I mostly got this because I just love the cover. I don't know what it is. It's sexy, it's mysterious, it's badass. So I got issue number 17 of Black Widow. I dig that cover. Not only does Natasha look sexy with her hair in the wind like that, but I mean her holding that assault rifle, looks like it's probably an M4. It's not an M16. Well, basically, it's a customized, rifle. And just, you got somebody's bloody hand reaching out. Now, who that could be, I don't know. Is it somebody she knows? Is it, an enemy? I'm intrigued. I love this cover. I don't know why. It's so simplistic, but yet so effective. And that's why I wanted this issue. I took a glance at it, and it does start out with a little bit of romance. So I'm kind of wondering, could this be a former lover? I don't know. But I really dig the cover. I want to read more about Black Widow. I love Scarlett Johansson as the character, and I don't give a shit what people say. I think Joss Whedon did a wonderful job on the character. Scarlett Johansson plays the character well in the Avengers, and if she wants to have a romance, fine, let her have a romance, And the romance in Avengers Age of Ultron to me works because both her and Bruce Banner are damaged. I don't want to go on a whole tirade on how Black Widow is being criticized in the film world. Let's keep it comic book related. I'm intrigued by Black Widow, and this goes before the movie The Avengers came out. I've always been intrigued with Black Widow. I just never knew where to start with the character. So anyway, issue number 17. I absolutely love this cover. And let's move on. Now next is the big one. This was a huge issue for last week. It is possibly the biggest event comic series that Marvel is going to have this year. And I got issue number 1 of Secret Wars. Absolutely amazing cover art. Just spectacular. You got a lot of familiar Marvel faces on here. This is the series that is meant to redefine Marvel. This is the series that will combine all the alternate versions of the characters, like Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, and I think the end result, I think they were saying something to the effect that the end result of this series is going to usher in a new era of Marvel Comics, which I'm excited for, and I'm also a little nervous about that because what exists now is great and I'm loving it, but I'm also intrigued as to how they're going to restart everything. And I'm very nervous about this series too. I'm so anxious to read it But you got one of 8, and I almost want to collect them all just so that I can just, read all of them all at once. But also, I would like the tie-ins, but there's so many freaking tie-ins for this storyline with Secret Wars attached. You got the Battlegrounds, you got, I don't know, I looked it up online. There's just this huge list of comics that lead up to this, comics that go on after this, that go on within it, and I want them all, but Jesus Christ, that's a lot of freaking issues. Much like Avengers X-Men Access, I have that series, and I have the Revolutions series, but I want the tie-ins. I want to be able to, even though maybe, you don't have to read every issue that has the Access name on it, or the Secret Wars name on it. I want to just be immersed in this vast universe that they're creating. But I'm very excited to have this. This is just awesome in every possible way. And I'm very excited to see what this series has to bring to the table. And I said that a lot in the last comic book haul video, bring to the table. I don't know why. Last, but definitely not least, something I'm so super excited to have, and thus far I've shown you nothing but Marvel. I'm not a Marvel fanboy. I'm wearing my Marvel shirt just because I wanted to. But of course I love DC. I've proven that by showing you DC comics on this channel. But this is a big one. This is a DC essential that I've been wanting for the longest time. Ever since, even before I decided to get back into comics, I wanted this sucker. I loved the animated film that DC created of it. It was a 2-parter turned into one. I just pretty much revealed what it is now. But I'm so freaking happy to finally have a copy of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. This is essential comic book reading right here, and I'm so thrilled to have it. I haven't started reading it yet. I just got it, a day ago, but I want to read it. The style of Frank Miller has always intrigued me. It's not a very colorful comic book, but the colors that are in this, look, you can see right there, it's very, typical Frank Miller, not very colorful, but it has splashes of color, and just amazing artwork, and this apparently has a lot of things to read. There's a lot of dialogue in this. I'm so super excited to have this, and it'll be great to read this and be able to watch the animated film, and then of course next year being able to see Batman vs. Superman, which of course takes cues from the storyline. Frank Miller, I respect the guy, even though as of late he's become quite the loon. I recently heard about his Holy Terror series, or his book, about how it was going to be a Batman series, but then, well, not a series, but a Batman book, but they changed it because it involved killing terrorists. A vigilante that goes to the Middle East to kill terrorists. Now that sounds cool, but I read excerpts from the book, I heard about the book, I looked at reviews. It has a lot of anti-Muslim, anti-Muslim, what do you call the word? It's very negative towards the Muslim people, and how Frank Miller could write something like that, that's kind of shocking and scary. So I'm kind of nervous about the fact that he's going to return to the Batman series, but I'm kind of excited too, because I know that this is an important book. Everybody knows that, and I'm just so happy to have it. I mean, just the artwork in this book is phenomenal, and I couldn't be more happy. I shouldn't be skimming through. Oh, I know what happens. I can't get spoiled, but so thrilled to be able to read this and to have it, to own it, to smell it. There's nothing like the smell of a new trade book or a graphic novel. So anyway, that's my comic book haul. Probably took a little longer than it needed to. The phone is probably gonna ring right now because my niece has to come. She needs a ride home. So I better get this little, I guess, review on Daredevil. Right, I better talk about it right away. I don't want to call it a review because I never. The idea of reviewing a TV series has always been kind of odd to me, kind of hard. There's so much to talk about in a series, but for this particular series, I feel really confident in talking about it, because it was just such a rush to watch, and I'm talking about, of course, Marvel's Daredevil, the series that premiered and streamed on Netflix. It just felt like a barrage of excellent storytelling, adrenaline-filled ass-kicking action, just great dramatic acting. It really felt special. It felt like a really special show. Now, there are some TV shows that feel like a movie, like a really long movie, like Breaking Bad. The whole thing feels like an epic film if you watch a great deal of it. But in this case, this really did feel like a show, a really excellent, well-crafted show. And I almost feel spoiled that we got to see it on Netflix all at once, because this is the kind of show that I would have gladly have watched week after week, much like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The Flash, Gotham, all the shows, Arrow, my favorite. It felt like something I would gladly watch, but I was able to watch it whenever I wanted, or at least try to watch it. What I mean by that is, the show's been online for over a month and a half, and I've barely finished it. I would have loved to have binge watched it like everyone else, but I kind of spaced it out for a number of reasons. One, I didn't always have time to watch it, and two, I didn't want the show to end. I really enjoyed every episode, even the episodes that don't have a lot of action. They felt so great. They felt so epic and just. I gotta say that in terms of all the superhero shows going on nowadays, Gotham, Flash, Arrow, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I have to rank this probably the top one, because even though I love Arrow and Gotham, I love them all. I love them all. But this one takes the cake. This one tops them in terms of everything: violence, action, intrigue, drama. The acting in the show was so good. The characters were really well done and fleshed out, and the performances were really shocking. I was really surprised of how good they were. So I'm not giving you a definitive ranking, but as of right now, I feel like this is the better TV superhero show going on. I loved watching it. I finished it last night. I was up till 2 in the morning because I was determined to watch it. I saw 3 episodes yesterday, 1 during the day and 2 at night, and it finished around 2 a.m. I was tired and falling asleep, but when it was over, I felt a surge of energy. I felt pumped. And when a TV show can have its season finale and get you pumped, that's a good thing. Because most finales leave me satisfied, but they leave me depressed. Like, oh man, that's it. Not Daredevil. I was really satisfied with how the series began, how it, how it ran, and how it ended. I think they did a fantastic job. I think they covered pretty much all the bases that they needed to cover for the first season, and it gave me what I wanted. It gave me a real gritty, dark, feel. you know, the atmosphere of the series is just excellent. Charlie Cox as Charlie Cox, who plays Matt Murdock slash Daredevil. I dug his performance. I dug him I felt that he became that character. I felt his conflict. I felt the conflict within him. You know, this is a guy that wants to do right. This is a guy that he wants to save his city. He loves his city. It's his home. But you also feel the conflict. He doesn't know if he's making a difference. He doesn't know if he's doing the right thing necessarily. You know, he struggles with his spirituality. I can never say that. Spirituality, you know what I'm trying to say, maybe. And he felt genuine. He never felt like he was trying to be a badass. It really felt like he was just trying to do the right thing. And I give him major props for playing that role so wonderfully. Let's talk about Foggy Nelson. I forget the actor's name, but he was an okay character. I did think he was kind of annoying in some episodes, but the guy is just basically a nerd. You know, he's a nerdy fellow. He's smart, but he's not always confident. And the actor that played him played the character well, very well. But there were times where, you know, he just started whining and getting kind of, you know, annoyed. When certain things happen, he, I don't know, he just kind of got on my nerves. Like, on one hand, I understand why he's acting the way he acted, you know, acting kind of irrational, emotional. I get it, but on the other hand, I'm like, man up, dude. This is happening for a reason. The girl that played, goddamn, I don't even know her name. I don't know her actress name, and I don't know her character name. Damn it. The blondie chick, the one that goes to work for Nat and Foggy, I really dug her. In addition to her being really cute, I really liked that you could tell she had baggage on her. She didn't, her performance did not feel fake. You know, I don't know while watching the show, I didn't know exactly what her deal was. I knew she wanted to do the right thing, but I knew that she was hiding something, that, you know, she was scared in many aspects. But, I dug her as a character. Let's see. The guy that plays, God damn it, what's his name? I'm not prepared for this review, I guess. What the hell is his name? Kingpin, Wilson Fisk's right-hand man, his advisor, Wesley. Very good character. Much better than the fucking Daredevil movie, that's for sure. I don't dislike the Daredevil movie, but obviously this show was a whole lot better. And they definitely portrayed Wesley a whole lot better. He was very intimidating, you know, without yelling, without showing force. He was very intimidating, and I really dug that about him. And before I get to the main guy that I really want to talk about, I also want to I give props to Rosario Dawson. I love just seeing Rosario Dawson, dude. And I'm glad she was in this series. Her exit was rather, I'm not gonna say it was abrupt, but it seemed rushed. It seemed rushed. But she is returning for season 2, so that's good. Zondi Curtis Hall, the guy that played the journalist. Damn, I can't remember anybody's name. His character name. I liked him because you could tell he was a no-nonsense reporter seeking the truth at whatever cost. And Zondi Curtis Hall played that character very well. Now, Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin. Alright, now, I should say that I'm not much of a Daredevil fan, per se. I am rather interested in reading more on Daredevil. I wouldn't mind looking at some of the comics that have come out on Daredevil. But I do, based on what I've kind of read, yes, kind of basing, the Michael Clark Duncan Kingpin in the movie, and then seeing the character in the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s. Kingpin, obviously, he always had a temper. He was very violent. But he seemed to be kind of in control. Kind of cool, nonchalant. I don't know, I might be remembering the character, differently. But I like this take on the character. I like that he is damaged. He has a very fucked up childhood. He of course is hiding secrets. He can't really connect with anybody emotionally. He has trouble talking to people. The fact that he has to hide his identity, he has to, he doesn't want people to say his name in the series. Carries a lot of weight towards the character. There's obviously something going on with this character. And when he hooks up with this really hot, beautiful art dealer, it's interesting to see how he kind of acts emotionally towards her. I'm very fascinated with the way they portrayed Wilson Fisk in this series, and Vincent D'Onofrio played the character wonderfully. There were times where he kind of, he was kind of creepy, kind of weird, kind of that Gomer Pyle, Full Metal Jacket, Vincent D'Onofrio, even times when he played that one character, the bad guy from Men in Black. I don't know, there were just times where he just seemed weird and odd. Much like many of the characters that that actor has portrayed. But that's what I dug about the character, the way they portrayed Wilson Fisk in this series, is that he's very unstable. He's quiet, but yet when he turns violent, watch out. Watch out. And I absolutely love the fact that, and it's coming, it's not really a spoiler, but him, Wilson Fisk, and Daredevil face off. I was satisfied with the way it was handled. It wasn't no quick fight with an abrupt ending. It was an actual fight. There was fighting on both sides. There was kicking, there was punching, there was throwing, blood being shed. It was a fight. It was a fight. And I'm glad with that, because I've noticed a trend with movies and I guess some shows now where the face-off between the good guy and the bad guy is always so quick. But I'm glad that they took the time with this series to give you a good fight. The two nemesis going up against each other, it worked out beautifully. Now let's talk about the action real quick. My God. The action was spectacular. It was filmed so wonderfully. Everybody's talking about that fight sequence in the second episode where it's done in one take. Yes. I love that sequence. It is beautifully shot. And just the action overall was entertaining. It was glorious to watch because there's no shaky cam going on. There's no trickography. It's just good, bare knuckles, foot to face, ass kicking action with blood when it's necessary, death when it's necessary. I really loved this show. I really did. I was not let down because the action was fantastic, the atmosphere, the cinematography, it was perfect. The show was perfection in my opinion. Maybe down the line I'll think more on it and I'll pick up on some flaws, but as of right now I'm on such a high from watching the series because everything to me worked. Even if there were a few things here and there, such as Foggy Nelson acting like a little bitch, and you know, a few issues, maybe some plot holes here and there. It didn't matter. All the flaws get crushed when you think about how good the series is. So I absolutely loved it, and I hope it comes out on Blu-ray because I want to own it. I thank Netflix for carrying it, but I want to own it because I bet the Blu-ray would look and sound terrific. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, I guess I pretty much covered the basics. But Daredevil, if you have not seen it and you're still watching this video, don't hesitate. Watch the film. No, don't watch the film. You've seen the film. Watch that series. Enjoy it. And let's hope that the second season is just as awesome as the first one. Now, I don't know how to rate a TV series. I don't really like to rate shows. So I'm just going to give it a high recommendation. Marvel's Daredevil on Netflix is the show to binge watch on right now. Check it out. So that's it, guys. I'm going to take off now. I'm pretty sure I've taken up enough time on this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed looking at these awesome covers. Let me know if you're reading Secret Wars. Let me know what you think of it. Try not to spoil nothing. But, you know, what do you think's gonna happen with this series? I mean, I don't know. If you want to speculate. And, you know, I guess that's it. I'm gonna just go ahead and press stop now so that this video... Yeah, it's already long. Never mind. I'm never good at closing out videos. So I'm just gonna go now, okay? What's up with that?